everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Saturday, October 9th. Now on our show today, we have Kaiser Permanente with Dr. Deborah Garrett, and she is going to be talking about flu shots and the importance of getting your flu shot, especially now more than ever. And then we have Sunshine Lute, who is here on behalf of the Fit Brain Club. They have an event on Monday. And we also have some Costco secrets. We get behind those brands to tell you who they really are. All right, let's take a look at our weather. Well, we had a little rain yesterday. Welcome relief from the heat, and we are looking at partly sunny skies today, but it's mostly sunny. 70-54, tomorrow 75-54, and then very nice on Monday, 70-55. And our California weather's looking pretty good. They did get some snow over the weekend up in Mammoth, which is great. We certainly need more snowpack. Local beaches 75-60, Santa Barbara 74-54, San Diego 73-58, Tahoe 58-21, Mammoth 56-20, Big Bear 58-26, Palm Springs 86-60, and Vegas 76-55. So fairly nice everywhere. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:51, and our sunset will be at 6:24. And thank you so much, Joel, for sending in this beautiful photo of the Aliso Creek shortly after rainfall. So I'm sure we'll have another photo like that coming in maybe after this weekend, because we did have our rain on Friday. All right, if you have a photo that you would like to share with our community, please email it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, stay tuned. We're going to tell you the importance of getting your flu shot just after the break.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological movement disorder affecting an estimated 1 million Americans, including many under age 40. The American Parkinson Disease Association is the largest grassroots network in the United States, working to help ease the burden and find the cure for those coping with Parkinson's. Visit apdaoptimism.org today to find out how you can help millions live with dignity and optimism. Your action today will help APDA put an end to Parkinson's disease.
Pickleball is the fastest growing sport in Laguna Woods, and during the day, hundreds of pickleballers play on the association's 7 courts. But at night, that number is greatly reduced because there are only 4 lighted courts. Light the Night is a community improvement project, and the Pickleball Club has stepped up to assist GRF with funding. You can help by making a tax-deductible donation of any size through the Village Community Fund. Go to villagecommunityfund.org and click on the Light the Night link for more information.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Dr. Deborah Garrett, who is here on behalf of Kaiser Permanente Orange County. Well, Dr. Garrett, thank you for joining us today.
Well, I'm honored and happy to be here.
Well, we have had some discussions off camera about various things that have been affecting people across the country. Of course, it's COVID, and we've also got heart disease and a variety of other things, but we've kind of forgotten about influenza. And so I'm really glad that you're here to share with us some important numbers and some important things to remind us that influenza has not gone away.
No, and we are in flu season, as many people may have heard if they've gone to their physician's office recently. So influenza is real, and flu vaccines are here. And what we kind of have lost track of, because we've been so focused on COVID prevention and COVID vaccines, is that flu vaccines saves lives. And flu vaccines are so important for anyone really over the age of 2.
Yeah. Well, I've always gotten my flu shot on a regular basis. In fact, Kaiser Permanente gave me mine 2 years ago on camera.
Perfect.
So that was awesome. But, it is something that you have to consider, and you have to make an effort to go in and get it. So other than, the things that you've mentioned, give me an example of people who should be super concerned about getting the vaccine.
Well, certainly anyone should be getting the flu vaccine. So anyone over the age of 2, kids can get it as young as 6 months, but in particular, anyone with any underlying medical conditions. Mm-hmm. Remember, the flu will take advantage of those whose immune system may be compromised from another disease process, whether it be heart disease, whether it be in an underlying immunocompromised position, and if they get COVID. So protecting each other, our families, our communities, against the flu is super important. For those over 65 in particular, we really want to make sure that you have access to the flu vaccine. And there's even a special vaccine for those over 65, because our immune systems as we age are not quite as efficient in building up those defenses. And so the high dose flu vaccine, called Fluzone, if anyone would like to name it, it actually has 4 times the amount of flu antigen, or the product that provokes your body to make the defenses.
Okay. Now, should somebody take into consideration that higher dose? Would they feel any different than if they got the regular dose?
Usually not at all.
Oh,
not at all.
Okay.
And, you know, any vaccine is a good vaccine. All of the flu vaccines here in the United States this year are what are called quadrivalent. They have 4 different types, or 4 different members of the flu family in them. Remember, every year the flu vaccine varies because there are different flu viruses out in our communities. And we kind of look at the data from Australia, and they formulate what they think is going to be the flu members that we need to protect ourselves against. So this year, just like every other year, we have 4, but unlike other years, all of the vaccines have 4 different members in them this year.
Okay. Well, it's kind of like if you looked at the flu vaccine, then you look at the COVID-19 vaccine, you know, we have different variants of the COVID-19. So it's kind of similar in nature, but we're just kind of now catching up with COVID-19 variants, right?
Correct. And, you know, and sometimes we get it right or closer than other times. We have some years where, unfortunately, we have a really bad flu season because the protective flu antigens were not quite the same ones we actually ended up seeing. However, if you get the flu vaccine, and let's say we have a year with an unusual variant of the flu that becomes more popular, so to speak, you still will have cross protection. You will not get as sick as someone who did not get vaccinated. So I know a lot of people like to use the excuse, well, how do you even know, you know, if you're picking the right flu members to put in that vaccine? They're very good at this, by the way. And we get a cross protection. So it's important to get the vaccine.
Okay. All right, good. Now, moving on to prevention. Now, I know that over the course of the last 18 months, influenza numbers have decreased, primarily because we've been taking a lot of precautions that we should be doing anyway. So maybe remind us some of those precautions to help us to get influenza, as well as preventing getting COVID-19.
Yeah, and lots of other things for that matter. So good hand washing. In the last 18 months, what we've seen is the use of social distancing and masking has contributed to a very, very low incidence of influenza. But what I want to actually remind people is that in the 2019-2020 flu season, we still had up to 62,000 deaths from influenza. Yeah, the numbers vary because it depends what gets put on the certificate, but somewhere between 24 and 62,000 is what the CDC reported.
Wow.
So this is something we still do see. This is something we still need to protect ourselves. So good hand washing, masking, social distancing certainly makes a difference, but above and beyond, vaccination. That's how we protect each other and ourselves.
Right. One thing that's kind of interesting is I know early on when they found COVID, they were really worried about transferring from touch, right? But influenza does transfer through touch, doesn't it?
Well, it can. And again, if you're touching, you're probably in close proximity to others. The other interesting thing that we know is that probably 20 to 30% of the people that actually have influenza in their body, they have no symptoms. So they're passing it, and they aren't sick. They don't think they're sick, and they still can get us sick.
Wow.
Or one of our family members. So again, employing all these measures is so important.
Viruses are here to stay, I think.
Yes.
They
yes,
are not going
unfortunately.
away anytime soon. When it comes to the flu vaccine, is there any particular myths that we should be aware of?
Well, I think there are several. First of all, everyone loves to say, oh, I get sick from the flu vaccine. Yeah, I'm not going to get it. Now, here's the reality on that. First of all, there is no active virus in the flu vaccines that you get with shots. The only vaccine that has any live flu virus is the flu mist, which is only for people between age 2 and 49. Okay. But all of the shots, it's an inactivated virus.
Okay.
So what you do probably see, and just like we learned a little bit more about this, and I think people are more knowledgeable now that they've been going through COVID vaccinations.
Yeah.
Is what happens is your body is making a defense system, building an army. And that can come with some mild symptoms for 24 to 48 hours.
Okay.
Maybe just a little sluggish, maybe a mild rash, maybe a mild headache, but nothing that should keep you down, and certainly nothing that should make you sick.
Okay.
So that's one of the most common myths that I hear in my office.
Okay.
A lot of times I hear, well, I'm healthy. I don't need to get the flu vaccine. I've never gotten the flu.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as we talked about, you just were one of the lucky people that didn't get sick, but you still were passing it to people you love, people in your community.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to think about others as well. And healthy people do need it. And, you're healthy until you're not.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Right?
Now, what about getting the flu vaccine and the COVID vaccine at the same time?
Great question. We get asked this all the time. You absolutely can get both, just different sites. So one in each arm. Okay. And we do them together at Kaiser Permanente. We have advocated at our flu vaccination sites if someone is up for their COVID vaccine, or perhaps even their booster,
Mm-hmm.
or their third dose, if they met those qualifications, they can do both at the same time.
Okay, good to know.
There's no contraindication to that.
Okay, although they might have two sore arms.
Correct. It wouldn't be a good day to play tennis after.
Probably not. Well, thank you so much for the information. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
All right, we'll see you again. Thank you. And we'll be right back after this.
Why do I love being a doctor at Kaiser Permanente?
My only job is to take great care of my patients. I'm empowered to do what's right for you.
Our digital records mean your medical history is in one place, so I can give you great care.
Your primary care doctor, your specialists. It's great. We all work together as one team.
Our integrated approach to healthcare helps my patients live longer, healthier lives.
I don't just practice here, I'm a patient too. I wouldn't trust my family's healthcare to anyone else.
Over 25 years, we have worked hard to make Brilliant Smile the premier dental office in Laguna Woods. We take the extra time to understand our patients' special needs and always perform the highest quality dental work at affordable prices in a relaxing and friendly environment. There is no need to refer our patients to anybody else. We perform everything from cleaning all the way to the implant and sinus surgeries all under one roof. Stop in or call and experience the Brilliant Smile difference.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From our delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
At Freedom Village, we want you to create a life worth believing in.
Staffing is fantastic. Whenever you need help, they're there to help you.
I met so many people. I have so many friends now compared to when I was, living by myself. I didn't have hardly any friends.
I have to say it was one of the best decisions of my life.
It's like living in a resort. It's just the nicest way to live.
Welcome back. back. Well, today I am joined by Sunshine Lute, who is here on behalf of the Fit Brain Club. Well, Sunshine, thank you for joining me. How are you today?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, thank you. And, you guys are always doing such a great job with the Alzheimer's Club of Orange County and the Fit Brain Club. You've got an activity every month, and you've got a great speaker coming up in the next week or so. So before we get into that, though, tell me just a quick, brief, definition of the Fit Brain Club.
Okay. Well, we used to call it the Alzheimer's OC Club, which, it gets confused with, but yeah. So we decided to have another name, and another reason was because what we really do in there, we talk about how to keep your brain fit. We do give research on Alzheimer's, the things that are being accomplished, but mostly it's like talking about how to be healthy, how to handle stress, make sure you get enough sleep, all these kind of things that keep you going.
Right.
And we're so lucky. The Fit Brain Club is very, very lucky to be supported by Alzheimer's OC. They find speakers for us, and they do such a good job of helping us in our community to support people here.
Well, it's a nice outlet, right? Because that way, like you said, Alzheimer's OC can help support you by finding the speakers because of their organization and how large their organization is. And then you guys will you're kind of a conduit to the community where you can disseminate that information, be it research or helpful tips or speakers or all that stuff. So it seems like a really great collaboration.
Yes, and they work with the social services department as well. So they get a true prong entry into our community to help out the people that need some help.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's great. So now you guys have an event that's coming up here for the Fit Brain Club, and tell me about that.
We will be having a meeting in the Clubhouse 1 art room, and our speaker there is going to be different than what we advertised in our flyers. It's going to be Jessica Valenzuela. And she is going to cover the points that were scheduled to be covered. So we're going to be talking about nutrition for a healthier mind, and about age-related changes in the memory, and the 6 pillars of brain health, risks and threats to brain health, and how nutrition and diet affect cognitive skills. So some really important stuff. The presenter on Monday is Jessica Valenzuela, and she is the Helpline Services Coordinator at Alzheimer's OC. She's going to be covering nutrition for a healthier mind. And there's several parts of this. We talk about age-related changes in the memory, the 6 pillars of brain health, the risks and threats to brain health, and how nutrition and diet affect cognitive skills.
Wow. I'm interested to know, what kind of nutrition are we talking about for a healthier mind? What would be your guess?
Well, we're talking a lot about something similar to the Mediterranean diet. They have like what they call blue zones, I believe, where that people do not have the high percentage of brain problems, Alzheimer's and so forth. And it seems to have a lot to do with their diet and their exercise. But they are going to cover a lot of that in the class that's coming up.
Oh, that sounds really great. Now, if someone wanted to participate in this activity, what do they do?
They come, and as they come there a little bit before 10, and they sign in on the sign-in sheet and take a seat and enjoy the class.
So there's no reservations or anything like that?
There's no reservation.
Okay, great. So let's reiterate
And there will be some light refreshments there because adapt to it right in our community that helps people so much with have services. They have medical devices. They're going to be there providing some coffee and some light treats.
Oh, well, that's nice. Maybe there'll be things that are in the Mediterranean diet.
Sometimes they are.
That's October 11th at 10 a.m. in Clubhouse 1 Art Room. So that's awesome. Well, that's fantastic. That's great. Now, one other thing I know you wanted to mention, I know we talked about this before, is your Autumn Plus Zoom that you do perform for the South County Adult Day Services.
Yes, we had such fun performing it for them. The Autumn Plus show has been recorded and provided to Channel 6, and Channel 6 is airing it every Saturday at 11 o'clock during October. So check your calendar, make sure you got your Saturday and your 11 o'clock, and you're going to see a lot of songs about autumn.
Oh, that's nice. All right, excellent. Well, thank you as always for the information.
Thank you. Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome. And we'll be right back after this.
Pacific Cremation Services offers you the ultimate freedom to become one with the salty breezes and brilliant sunset reflections. A scattering at sea is a unique, beautiful way to honor the life of anyone who chooses to be cremated. We help you plan the details and understand what to expect. Choose from our 3 simple plans and let us help you start the process of healing and life celebration. Contact us at pacificcremationservices.com to create a personalized service at sea today.
Introducing Raya's Paradise San Clemente. Boasting a total of 50 luxurious apartments, Raya's Paradise is complete with a multitude of amenities, including a rooftop lounge, restaurant, fitness studio, outdoor courtyards, and beauty salon. Embrace the San Clemente lifestyle with stunning ocean views and the look and feel of a high-end resort. Our doors will be opening soon. Visit us online or call for more information. Raya's Paradise, a tradition of quality care.
Well, we're always scouring the internet, magazines, newspapers for interesting facts, and I came across moneywise.com, who shared with us some very interesting Costco secrets. I don't know about you, but every time I walk into Costco, I drop a minimum of $200. It's crazy going there, so you have to be careful. But if you want to know some secrets, here is the first one. Now, if you have a dog and you're buying dog food, which is the Kirkland small dog food, it is actually Diamond Naturals. So Kirkland buys the rights to put their name on that particular dog food. Now, another one is our beloved Starbucks coffee. Now, Starbucks has 3 different kinds of coffee, and Kirkland sells all 3. Now, if you notice on the bag of the Kirkland brand, it says brewed with love by Starbucks. So that is a giveaway that it is Starbucks coffee. The next one is Duracell batteries. So if you are buying the Kirkland, battery piles there, it is actually Duracell batteries. So that's a really good deal. Now, if you love albacore tuna, it is actually Bumblebee albacore tuna. So that is sold in the big package as you see there on the right, and it does have the little dolphin sign on it, so that might be a little giveaway that it is the Bumblebee tuna, dolphin safe. And Reynolds wrap. Now, that does say Reynolds on it, so I believe they are still giving credit to Reynolds, but that is the Kirkland brand. It is Reynolds wrap. And then another tip for you, if you are out of Reynolds wrap and you just need something quickly, just run down to the dollar store, the Dollar Tree. They have it for $1. So I just go there when I need it right away. If you don't have time to go to Costco, just run down there and get it. Now, if you are in the market for a mattress, on the left is the Stearns & Foster mattress, and on the right is the Costco mattress, but it is actually a Stearns & Foster mattress. So, it's best to compare prices when you are looking for these kinds of items, because you hope that you're getting a bigger size for a less amount of money than if you were to go to the regular store. Now, wine. If you like to buy wine at Costco, they have a variety of different kinds. Some are their brand, but they're not going to tell you what the actual brand is. So on this one though, it's a tie point on the left, and then on the right, they call it a Marlboro, but they do quote tie point on the front, but again, it is a Kirkland brand. And then for cranberry juice cocktail, you can see on the left, we have the Ocean Spray one, and then on the right, it does say Ocean Spray right on it, but again, it's got the Kirkland brand, and this time you're getting 2, and hopefully the prices are excellent. So there you go, a little Costco secrets behind the scenes for you, and let me know if you find anything else that's really cool there, and send an email to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we have some additional community information. Stay tuned.
It's important for you to get your financial house in order. And so it breaks my heart sometimes when I see widows that come in with $100,000, $200,000 to their name, and yet their broker has lost $200,000 or $300,000 in the market when they shouldn't even have been in the market. The most satisfying part that I find in working with retirees is when they come in on their annual reviews and the market has had a bad turn, and we know that we can sit down and look at them and say, you haven't lost any money.
Our movie for today is called The 100-Foot Journey, and that is starring Helen Mirren, and it is basically about an individual and his family who is super talented and is a culinary novice. When he and his family are displaced from their native India and settle in a quaint French village, they decide to open an Indian eatery with, of course, the help of Helen Mirren. And I'm not going to tell you any more, so enjoy that today. 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without subtitles, brought to you by Advanced Ear Care, and I think you're really going to enjoy that, so have fun with that movie. All right, let us do a couple of announcements here. There is an opportunity for you to participate as a volunteer for the oil spill cleanup. Now it's called Cal Spill Watch, so when you go to volunteer, you want to type in Cal Spill Watch in your URL. Then it comes up volunteer. You want to click on volunteer, and it'll bring a form for you to fill out so you can participate in that cleanup. And I'm sure they're going to be at it for probably a couple months, and you can find out more information about what they need you for on that form. But go ahead and type in Cal Spill, and you'll be able to participate with that. Yes, the Theater Guild. They are presenting a very fun vignette October 13th and October 21st at 7 p.m. Clubhouse 5. Tickets are $12. Now, theaterguildlw.com. Let's take a look at our weather before we head out. We are looking at partly sunny skies today, looking pretty good, 70-54. Tomorrow, 75-54. Nice on Monday, 70-55. And if you're traveling in California, temperatures are looking average, mild. Beaches are looking in the 70s. Mountains are looking in the 50s, but overnights are chilly in the 20s. Palm Springs, 86-60, and Las Vegas, 76-55. Have a great Saturday. We will see you again on Monday at 9 a.m. Bye-bye.